I'm Maggie Rodriguez with Harry Smith and Dave Price. And it is snowing. Big time snowing all of a sudden.
Can you read? Does it read on camera?
What?
Does it read on camera?
Can you tell?
Yeah, I think it does.
Somebody dumped a snow globe upside down or something.
It's
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good time to add this into the forecast.
I missed that.
By the way, it's going to snow in New York. We've got a lot coming up for you.
It's a pretty picture.
Gorgeous. We've got a lot coming up for you in this hour, including an important message from a Massachusetts mom about binge drinking. This is so sad. She lost her teenage daughter after a drinking party, and now she's suing the people, not only parents, but other teens who were there at the party as well, who she claims are responsible for her daughter's death. We'll talk to her about that in just a minute.
And it's not money, right? Is that part of the story? Is it's not about the money?
She's suing 17-year-old kids. What money do they have?
Exactly,
she wants to send a message.
And then we change gears with a look ahead at the Grammys this weekend. Beyonce is the biggest name in the marquee this year. She has 10 nominations. We're going to talk to her about her fans, her fashions, and one fantastic decade of music.
But before we do all that, let's check in, get a look at the headlines. Erica Hill inside at the news desk. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning, and I should tell you the snow is actually being picked up on camera. It looks beautiful. I'm a little jealous.
Lovely.
It's lovely out there. Winter wonderland.
Yeah.
The Toyota gas pedal recall is expanding this morning. Toyota announcing it will extend that recall now to Europe and China. On Wednesday, Toyota recalled another 1.1 million vehicles, including the Highlander, Corolla, Venza, Matrix, and the Pontiac Vibe. They have accelerators that may get stuck on floor mats. Several car rental companies, including Hertz and Avis, have temporarily removed Toyotas from their fleets. GM and Ford, meantime, are offering incentives to Toyota owners who switch to their car companies. And one of those recalled Toyotas crashing into a Pennsylvania laundromat yesterday. The woman driving the 2007 Camry said she was trying to park her car when it accelerated unintentionally. She suffered minor injuries. No one else was hurt. In Haiti this morning, construction crews are to begin raising the remains of the Hotel Montana. That's according to USA Today. It is believed 4 students and 2 faculty members from Florida's Lynn University are among the dozens of people buried there. Yesterday, the university president said it is time to grieve and to heal. This morning in Iran, 2 men executed, convicted on charges of post-election unrest. Now, these are the first executions linked to the unrest, which of course began after the disputed elections in June. Thousands took to the streets during those bloody anti-government rallies. An international conference on Afghanistan opened this morning in London. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is there, along with delegates from about 70 other countries and institutions. They want Afghan troops to start taking over from NATO forces in some provinces this year. The 9/11 terror trials President Obama wants to hold just blocks from Ground Zero here in Manhattan have suddenly lost a key backer. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg had supported the trial plan, but now says it will just cost too much and disturb too many people. And President Obama no longer has a commanding presence in another New York location. Remember this huge billboard with his likeness? It was removed yesterday from Times Square. Mr. Obama's picture is not supposed to be used for commercial purposes. The White House, as you may recall, was not too happy about that picture being put up. Dave Price, still out on the plaza, braving those snowflakes.
It's a little winter wonderland here in Manhattan, right?
Dead on again. How do I do it?
I don't know.
We are just so lucky to have you with your dead-on weather forecast.
It's
That's
amazing.
what I'd like to say.
Who needs to buy a radar when you have these?
When you see the snow, you tell us it's snowing. Thank you.
That's right.
Well done,
I'm
Dave.
not on another network, people. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, other ones have phenomenal, very expensive radar systems,
Right.
and
It's in the DNA. It's in the DNA.
we're all impressed. Aren't we impressed with Dave? Yeah. Welcome back to the Early Show, everybody. Coming up, the biggest musical star of the decade, Beyonce, became a brand name around the world. We're going to hear what she has to say about her fans, her fashions. Can I tell you a real quick Beyonce story? She was here doing a concert on the Plaza a couple of years ago. It was 100 degrees outside. The temperature on stage had to be 120. It was, you know,
And Dave said it was going to be 70 that day. But anyway, go ahead.
It was a post tape, and she did her number perfectly. And she comes off after, she says, you know, I didn't like the way that all worked in the second chorus. I'm going to do it over again.
In 120 degree
And it
heat.
was. It couldn't have been hotter. There was not a single soul in the world who would have said, Oh, that wasn't, yeah.
Yeah.
She did it. She is a perfectionist.
And she's nice.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
yes.
she's one of those people
Yep.
who's
Which is the
as
best
nice
part.
off camera as she is when she's performing. Yeah.
No.
Agreed.
Like Dave.
We all agree. We're going to see her at the Grammys this Sunday. And this morning, since it's kind of cuddle weather,
It is a little
right?
bit.
I thought
Yes.
that we could do a little story.
Okay, Dave, no
Yeah,
cuddling.
yes.
though. Not
Do a
actually
li-
on the
yeah.
plaza.
Right.
Do a little story on boosting your love life, right? Part of it.
I don't
Thank
think
you
either-
for the one woo. I got one woo.
Okay.
So if at least one person is excited about this segment, it is worth doing.
There you go.
We're going to tell you ways to do that ahead this morning.
Also, maybe this one is more your speed, Harry. If you're hosting a Super Bowl party or maybe just going to one, very important do's and don'ts. The Super Bowl party etiquette coming up for
Right.
this
Like,
Any
morning.
rules
don't
for that?
Leave.
They like that one better.
Don't leave the guacamole out before people
So that
get
it gets
there.
brown?
Because then it becomes brown and people are
Yeah.
grossed out.
And
Not
let's
if you
not
leave
forget-
the pit in it, it won't go brown. If you
Oh,
leave the pit of
really?
the avocado, it won't go brown.
well, then
Or
people
you have
choke and it really ruins the party, Maggie.
Only if you eat the pit.
It's always good to
True
have
would.
you here. You're so uplifting.
I'm telling you.
I love it.
All right. What do you want? You want to hear some weather?
I'd love to.
All right. By
Is
the
it
way,
snowing?
it is snowing. But first, we got to tell you, these progressive people behind us, all these people that look alike. In the spirit of full employment, they're actually looking for an assistant now. Yeah, to be in a national ad. So I guess you could just go on the Progressive website. Are you really paying someone to do this? Right? It's a real job, right?
Yeah, it's a real job.
Okay. All right. There we go. You heard it here first. Let's go take a look at the maps. Right.
Go for
Thank
it.
you for that confirmation.